This is Andreas. He's a teenager from a village in the north of Greece. He's got learning difficulties. He's a little bit hard to maintain in the class. He's obviously unhappy, and he doesn't perform well in his lessons and in science either. Now, Greece has an issue in science education in secondary schools. In particular, it ranks 32nd out of the 35 countries in the PISA index. And there is evidence that some of this, well, there's many reasons for this, but some of this is caused by remote areas with lack of facilities, lack of interactive curricula, and lack of education in their teachers. So to combat this problem, a few years ago, 3 years ago actually, we designed STEMpowering Youth, which is a program on STEM, which intends to do the following. It invites science educators from all those remote areas in Athens in our facilities, trains them intensively in a STEM curriculum, send them back to their cities and villages, and then they run a 10 weeks long out-of-school curriculum for the teenagers. And the teenagers that participate, they have to develop a technological innovation which will solve a local social problem. And there is a competition with this, and the winning team wins a trip to CERN at the end of the program. Now, in the last 3 years, we've run this program in 47 remote areas all around Greece. We've reached 12,400 students, and more than 180 projects have been developed. I will give you some examples of the projects. One coming from the north of Greece is this teenager who made those goggles for his blind grandmother, and those goggles have a sensor that it can detect tall objects, and then it bleeps to the ear of the wearer when there is a tall object coming. Another one from the island of Kalymnos in the Aegean Sea, they made a pharmacy drone that all the inhabitants of the island can call the drone when they need some medicine, wherever they are. And a third one in the floody area, again in Xanthi in the north of Greece, that they can detect water holes when the cars are driving. Now, there is great impact in this program. It has become the local talk of the communities. We were lucky to win earlier this year in the Excite conference the award, but most importantly, Andreas, who was a participant in this out-of-school program, became the top student in this. And this is quite crazy considering that it's the same teacher in the morning and the same in the evening doing a different curriculum, much more interactive and project-based. Now, because we saw the merit of all this, we thought, how about if we scale this at the national level? How do we do that? Well, we created a digital platform where we uploaded all this curricula, and we got funding from the Vodafone Foundation. We rebranded it to Generation Next, and at the moment, the whole country is participating into this competition, which is great to see, and it gives hope that there will be a systemic change in the out-of-school education. Now, going back to Andreas, and this is what I want to close with, he made us think that is the type of education we're getting at schools, that supermarket mass approach, the most appropriate one? Also, we have something much more tailor-made, which highlights people's individual features and characteristics and make them perform better. Thank you very much.